So process mining technology exists since a long time, but there wasn't a tool in the market that could showcase and visualize process inefficiencies, reworks. Usually those are the things that are missed from a KPI report. So in a dashboard you see your business is doing fine, it's great, everything looks green, but what did it take to get there? How did you make it green? Is sometimes just lost in translation of the KPIs. And process mining and the tool, the QPR tool, basically helps you to highlight those inefficiencies. And if you have a target to reduce cycle time, or have a target to improve your process, or to harmonize and standardize your process, you can leverage this tool to exactly focus in those directions. So the tool is very strong. It has a lot of different features which you can leverage based on the questions that you have to first ask. What are you after? What kind of process discovery you would want to do? The first one that pops up in the mind is process visualization with the real data. You have process visualization in your value stream mapping sessions, where you sit down with the team who are experts and they publish the as-is process on the maps. However, the data part is slightly missing. It's usually the data connected into the process steps, but with QPR you can actually see the live data if it is embedded into your IT systems. The second thing is it allows you to benchmark internally. So if you are a global company with many different markets and each market has its own process variation, you can see how one market performs than the other. It is not to address competition within the company. It is to just highlight how the best practices from one region can be utilized in another region. Then there is a feature called influence analysis, which is one of my favorites as well. It allows you to do a root cause on what happened, why it happened, and the tool by itself is able to showcase that to you. And then you can build the story on what kind of improvements can be done in the company based on that finding. So we started with order to cash process, and Nokia at that time last year was going through a merger and acquisition of Alcatel-Lucent. And the first question on the table was, who knows how the legacy process with the acquired company is, and the vice versa. So former Alcatel-Lucent people were not sure how the Nokia process looks like, and other way around. So we leveraged the tool to highlight legacy Nokia, legacy Alcatel-Lucent processes, bring the awareness in the company that there is a strong need to do harmonization of the process. And one of the outcomes that has been happening this year is that the new Nokia process for the new Nokia this year, 2018, went live for procure to pay, and that was the outcome of such an exercise. It took us around 1.5 years to establish this kind of methodology, this exercise of using process mining and reaping the benefits in the company. We have 100,000 employees working globally in 100 countries with many nationalities, so there is a lot to do with cultural change, change management, regional processes and different variations and deviations. So this exercise really helped us to understand those complexities of the process. It's been really great. QPR, the entire team at QPR has always walked not just one extra mile, but many extra miles to make us reach at the top and to be proving a point that this can be successful in a big global scale, in an organization where 100,000 employees are running processes every single day, every single minute of it. So it's been a pleasure to work with QPR.